Nothing much. I was just doing my hair.
Oh, okay. Word.
What's going on?
Hey, everything good. Everything is good. I just wanted to kick it with you. I just wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, what did you think about, you know what I mean, that post, the latest post with the now his daughter is calling him babe and stuff like that or whatever?
Hold on 1 second. You said you wanted to about him about Eliana him babe.
Right.
Right. I think like I was saying before, I think he's just another way to make people as far as with being with him. I think that's gonna be the ultimate thing that ends up happening.
What you mean, the possibility of him, you know, in a relationship with his daughter or doing something with his daughter sexually? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Why do you say that?
Because okay, why would he post that online like my daughter calling me babe?
Right.
Like why that? But you know why draw attention to that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
I don't know too many fathers that'll be highlighting that or think that'll be that important to make a post about.
Right. And you know, and apparently that it must be like a highlight for him because I mean, like, who would, like you said, make a post about, oh, my daughter called me babe, or either, oh, what do y'all think about my daughter calling me babe, or why is she calling me babe?
Right.
I saw somebody, you know, make a comment and said that okay, why didn't you correct her and, you know, like move on? Like, why is he blowing it up? You know?
That's my thing too. I actually got to look at, you know, the additional comments and see what people are saying and stuff or whatever. Because I don't know if he actually think that's cool, but he did, you know, find that important to talk about. Aside from everything else in the world that's going on, you know, he found that important to talk about. His daughter calling him babe. Now the next thing I want to ask you along with that, because you know yesterday, you know, with the app that they was using or whatever, that showed him as a woman and then showed Velvet as a man. What do you think about that?
I think, to be honest with you, I think that's what's going on in his head.
You think that's what's going on?
I mean, I think, okay, how can I explain? I think that's how he actually is like thinking of himself or viewing himself, or I think that's how he actually looks at Eliana because, I mean, well, Velvet, let me, you know, get that right. Velvet, because that's not the first time that, like, okay, remember the other time when they were online and she was acting, you know, like a Mexican or I don't know, like a guy, a Mexican little guy.
I sure do.
And if you notice, he has gotten her body weight all the way down, you know, and like her jawline is very strong, and she's like, she looks like a little boy.
She definitely does look like a little boy, and I tried to touch on that a little earlier on a video some months ago about how he got this thing where, you know, he want all of the women to look like little boys or whatever.
Right.
That's the weirdest thing in the world to me. But I mean, if that's the case, if that's what he thinking in his mind, you know, like, I mean, this is weird to me. That's why I'm damn near like speechless to the point. I'm like thrown off on it. Like I'm thrown all the way off. That's why I'm hitting y'all up asking everybody, how do you feel about this? Do you think that this shit is appropriate? But now that we have seen all of this and you stand on that, what do you think is next as far as with their daughter? Because he been showing videos of his daughter dancing with Velvet and stuff like that or whatever. They're not going over schoolwork or learning ABCs or, you know, what certain objects are, what the name of them are, whatever. But he got his daughter dancing. What do you think about that?
Right. I think that's I think it's gonna be a big mess. Bro, to be honest with you, because he's not concerned with the baby learning anything. I think the only thing that the baby is learning, I think the baby is going to be over sexualized. Because if you look at it, the only thing that the baby is seeing is sex, twerking, sexual dancing, and then on top of that, violence. So she's going to, get desensitized to the point to where, if someone isn't, hitting on somebody, like she's not gonna feel like that's love, or she's not even gonna understand what actual love is.
Exactly. Or matter of fact, she might even correlate love to being that, or that may define, love in her eyes. She also may start looking like it's appropriate to, be with multiple people, or be with this person one day and then this person the next day, like what she's seen with Nature Boy, you know what I'm saying? Pairing off the man with different women whenever that he wanted to. Think about it. And from a small age, look at it from a small age. You feel me? Like at one time it was just, that child and, her mama and him and all these people were around, and then this child had actually seen these women go to different men just within the short span that she's been on this earth. Think about it now.
Right.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah, you're right. And I was also thinking too, bro. I mean, if you got your mom, which is Velvet,
right,
telling some go Ellie, and every like rooting you on to dance and drop it down. How old is that baby?
That you know what I don't know. I honestly don't know.
She's not 2 yet, right?
I don't even know. This is weird.
I don't either, but my thinking is like, you're not, if say you're around, 1 to 2 years old, and your mom is talking about something, go Ellie, and the only thing that you see are women and men, either being violent or being over sexual or having sex. Because I'm sure they've had sex in front of her. I'm pretty sure. Because he had mentioned one time that I think Velvet took a download in front of, Eliana had saw her mama receive a download.
Real? For real?
Yeah, when he had made that statement. Yeah.
Oh, man. And
he had made that statement.
That download, you already know what that motherfucker download is, you feel me? You know what that download is. Oh my God. And I'm sitting here thinking now, I'm like trying to compartmentalize all of this right now. So if the child, done seen the download take place, you got to think about at that time when the lady Kaja, when she had actually stated that when Nature Boy, had got out of, Managua, Nicaragua, and they were together at the hotel. They shared a hotel room together that night. And she explained, that was taking place then. She was saying like that Velvet was basically giving Eligio head while being in the bed while the baby was present. But people at the time didn't believe what she was saying.
Right. That is sad.
That is very sad. That's definitely not
weird. I mean, they got a whole, they got a whole. At first, I just thought it was like, this sex cult thing going on, but he got it's a fantasy of his because he goes so hard for that little girl. It's like he wants to live this fantasy out of being with his own daughter, and that's sad. I mean, what other kids has he even tried to visit like that or be in their life like that? None of his.
That's wild. And you're exactly right.
And then he went to the point of marrying, Velvet, and he was trying to explain why he married Velvet and all of that. But I think it's to ultimately try to get the baby to herself. It wouldn't surprise me if he tried to run off with her.
That's a strong possibility. That is a very strong possibility. And that's sad as hell. But if he actually, gonna use a computer generated app to see how he looks as a woman and how she looks as a man, he may even in his mind, have thoughts so twisted and, demented that, his daughter, would be, him, or that would be something he's attracted to, a fairer skin, a lighter skinned woman, because he's seen how he would look as a woman. And of course, his daughter looks just like him. So think of on how
Right.
he may even in his mind may be romanticizing the idea of doing something with his daughter.
That man need help. Oh, bro.
It's mental health.
He does. But and you know what else I was thinking about too, though? After seeing how he wanted to see, you know, how he looked as a female, you know, that made me think about him taking a baby, because it might be far fetched, but still, you know, it could be possible. What if he take the baby and try to change how he live up so people couldn't find him?
Now say that again.
You
Run
know
that
what I
again.
mean? Like, you know, say like, okay, say like if he took the baby, right, and say like he was fleeing, because you know how you, like, he can flee from all these different places, but what if he tried to change and stop living as a man and started living as a woman, you know, to keep the baby with him?
Oh wow. Now you know what? That's an idea that I haven't, even, played with yet, but I'm gonna do some recreation. But yeah, you are exactly right, because see, then he could make moves on the low. He could have exactly what he want, but then pass it off. Like in fact, he's a woman and this is his daughter and they're on a trip. So you're exactly right. I'm pretty sure he knows. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure where he knows where he can go. Exactly where nobody will be around him and stuff like that. With all these different run-ins and stuff he done had with the law or whatever. But what do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
What, as far as him doing it, or do I think that he could do it, or what do you mean?
Run the possibility, of him actually living as a woman. What do you think would be things to his advantage? Things that would be, what I'm saying, great or an addition for him if in fact he was living as a woman and had his daughter along with him.
The only reason why I had, thought about that is because, I was thinking a normal person like me, right? I don't download different apps and I don't want to know what I look like as a man, or a little boy, or what I look like as a teenager, or anything like that. So that's what made me kind of think out of the box as far as that, because I'm like, he is not a normal thinking person.
Right. He's not a sane person.
And then see, like, I've traveled a little bit, but he's, like, they done been to all these different places, so he kind of know where he could go and be secluded from the world,
Exactly.
But the only thing about him is that he's a social media whore. He is. He can't stay off of social media that long. But I was thinking that if he had his daughter with him, would that, would that be, could he be able to stay off of social media in order for it to have his ultimate fantasy?
That right there is in fact a possibility that we all can weigh out, but we also have to look at the other day when he was on his live stream, he ended it abruptly for a guy that was from Germany, you see. And a lot of these videos, photos, and stuff like we've seen of baby Eliana, who's to say that he's not even selling those photos or videos, or if in fact he doesn't have clients somewhere else, you see. That's why he kept trying to push people over to Bigo, hide your identity, come over to Bigo, come and listen to me on Bigo and stuff like that or whatever. But that's dangerous, within a sense. And I agree with you 100% that, he do got a mental problem to even want to view himself as being a woman. But now I'm looking a little further ahead now. I'm looking way further ahead, just at this whole thing, what you brought up, with him running the whole example of what he would look like as a woman for the sole purpose of having that child and making a move. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got me on one right now.
And then it's like, he wants everybody, the thing that he did for the longest time was did what? He hid his cult in plain sight, and he said it all the time. How is the best way to hide? In plain sight. Put it out, and he did that for the longest time. So now it's like, he don't want to be with Velvet. You can clearly see that. He has said that, multiple times. And then even when he was going live with having sex with the women on live and stuff like that, like you could tell it was all an act. He don't really want to be with women.
This is crazy.
I think he be with women just to use them,
right,
to further his agenda, and that's it. That's why he don't care whether you stay or whether you go, because it's like, okay, I'll get another one to take your spot. It's just more currency for him.
I agree. That's exactly what it would be. It would be more currency for him. Can you go a little deeper into that? How that's a possibility?
Okay, because you can tell that he doesn't care whether or not he's in a relationship with a woman or if he's having like a meaningful relationship. He's had relationships with multiple women that would have did anything for him, and it still wasn't good enough. Like he would still end up, going to be with men or, going to be with other women or whatever. And so it's like now I think a relationship isn't even in his mind. I think the only thing that he wants to do is implement control over people, break people like mentally down. And I think his ultimate goal is just to get his child to himself. But I think he's trying to figure out how he can do that.
I think so too. That's why I think he done had time to sit back while not being online. And I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of thoughts that he had that's done ran through his mind. So you're definitely right about that. You're definitely right.
Right.
Okay, peace, God. Yeah, I'm reaching out to you. Like I said, I just wanted to, ask you a few questions, and I wanted to know, what did you think about Nature Boy calling, you know what I'm saying? Well, basically saying that it was okay for his daughter to call him babe now. Or he was like excited about that stuff, his daughter calling him babe.
Wow.
I was like that too. I was speechless too.
It's to hear him say that, it's exactly what we spoke about months ago, during these bills about how him, how he was grooming his daughter and how, that narrative came into play and how we were looking at signs and different tactics that he was using to groom his daughter, just by the different things that he was doing. So for him to call, for him to say that it's okay for his daughter to call him babe is the next step that it takes for him to transition his daughter into becoming his next wife. It's exactly what he said, and what he says, which usually he tries to manifest. So I'm just sad for baby Eliana, and every baby that's in there. They should not have to go through that. I think that him saying that just validates everything that we've talked about, everything that has been said, everything when it comes to this pedophile, this child molestation. It's all part of the agenda. It's all part of the plan, and we're seeing it manifest right before his eyes. And man, it's sick. It's disturbing, and
very
men like that, like honestly, they need to be executed. They need to be off this planet. Is men like that is the reason why we are in the place that we're in today. They got into places of power, and they began making policies and laws to begin protecting each other and making it easier for them to do, this type of shit that we're seeing Nature Boy doing with his family, his daughter, his women, and the other men there. You know what I mean? So men and people like that don't need to exist on this earth. And this is validation that we need to is do our part as men to make sure that this stops and that this doesn't spread. Because it's already spread too much. And world, like we've had our own discussions about is the different scenarios and how these different men are learning up underneath him and implementing their own tactics.
Correct.
And their own teachings. Like it's almost like they're basically is taking taking a piece of his fruit and then making a dish out of their own, like a dish out of his fruit, and then claiming it that it's their fruit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So just think if other men were to emulate themselves after him, and they would think that it's appropriate for their daughter to call, them bae.
As for me, if that was to happen, it just validates the agenda that we're going into. It validates, the new world that we're going into, because, with the corona, with the mask, with, what's taking place in politics, we see, how they're trying to transition the entire world into this new control-like state, this new world order. So the way that they're running their family is a perfect way for people in higher powers to buy children that don't have birth certificates, which they don't believe in paperwork. It just makes it easier to buy children that are, already grown and willing to do those sexual pleasures, that are already willing to bow to somebody of high power, that already is programmed like that. And when you have children like the baby that like Zoka's like about to have, Eliana, and other future babies that enter in that system, it's a perfect system for the new world that we're going into, for these elite people to buy children that are already programmed like slaves, like Ja. It's the fact that he has to bow every time he sees Eliana, and everybody else has to bow. And some of these men that are billionaires, they like stuff like that. They like children like that. They have children do things like that. So my thing is that the way he's running his family is the exact way how the elites want everybody to run their family, so that when it's time, they can just go in there, like pay you a couple $1,000, buy your child that is soulless. You know what I mean? That's already programmed to bow to specific people. You know what I mean?
Is there even, like when you play with that thought right there, whatever, because I never thought about that. And that right there is definitely something to, give great thought to. But my thing is this, once that the children are, as you say, programmed or indoctrinated to be a certain way, to be submissive or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you're saying that it would be easier, for a person. So it's easy. So you're saying that this would be the easiest way. Say like a person wouldn't have a problem whatsoever, you know what I'm saying, with dealing with this type of child, because you're saying that they'll already be trained, they'll already be conditioned, right?
Facts. It's not experiment. If I'm one of these sick people who go to these different avenues, and I have all of this money to be able to buy children through these different sick ways, I want a child that doesn't scream, that doesn't show emotion. I want a child that if I take out in public, that doesn't, act down, that doesn't, act up for help. I want a child at home that can listen, that can be submissive. A child that's already programmed with a specific knowledge that I can give my knowledge to help, like program my family to help that child best, fit in my family or whatever situation that sick person has. So it just makes it easier for that person, for that person to buy a child that's already trained and programmed to already listen. Is when somebody yells to fall back, and that if somebody does show aggression or that that masculine energy, that they're going to show fear and not fight back. So that's the perfect recipe for a predator to take advantage of, and they love that type of stuff.
Take a few seconds with it. Just take a few seconds. That's all. Just take a few seconds. Because I seen what Kiddo put in the comments. Kiddo was like, yo, this is disturbing to listen to. Yeah, it's disturbing like a motherfucker, but this shit is going on. This the world that we live in, y'all. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, you have to give these things ideas. You never know what type of stuff, without your permission or whatever, that your child is listening to or what they're being influenced by. That's why these meaningful conversations, they have to happen, family. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, yo. It's the perversion in him. But they even allow for something like that. Think about the programming of the child. If she found, him, calling him Bay was appropriate, and then if he, what I'm saying, you already know how he, he got them hormone pill hips and stuff or whatever, right? Now if he
grooming,
right, that's what I was getting to.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is the grooming stage or the grooming process, and he was actually traveling with her, and he was viewed as being a woman, then what?
You won't know who he is. You won't know them people. And whenever I seen that post of that face app, it just further put into confirmation of what we have been speaking on for so long, that he really wants to be a woman. He really does. He doesn't want to be a man. And he tries to hard at normalizing things. Mm-hmm. And that's what grooming is where you're normalizing things that are viewed a different way. And that's what he does. That's a part of grooming. And it's sad. It's really sad to actually watch.
Wow. And see, like I said, as we all sitting back and watching it now, like what did y'all think about the whole face app thing? The whole let me see how I look as a woman thing. Like what was your first thoughts, what I'm saying, on that, Susie? What did you think? Like soon as you seen it by Velvet looking, with the beard and the mustache and stuff or whatever, what was your first thought when you seen that?
I said, these fools that lost their everlasting mind.
I lost their
because I'm in that 40 age bracket, right? And all of the men that I know, even men younger than that, would never put themselves out there like that, wondering what they look like as a woman.
As a woman?
As a woman.
That's crazy. Like that, I can see. Yes. I can see if you wanted to see what you look like if you was a gorilla, or a deer, or a donkey, or a bunny rabbit, or something like that. But as a woman, like I don't get that right.
As a woman,
I don't get that.
Right.
I don't get it.
And well, the thing that rubbed me the wrong way was the caption. And on the caption, it was like, I don't think there was much caption to the picture that he took. It was just like, aha, look how great I look, or whatever have you. But when it came to the picture of her, it had shaking my head.
A word? Oh, yeah, I peeped that. Yeah, I peeped that, like the emoji at the top. Yeah, shaking my head. So, so what does that put at? What was your first thought on that?
He thought he looked fine, but he thought she looked a mess.
So then if she looks a mess, and y'all already know, she, looks just like her father. You understand? You can tell that she her daddy's baby and stuff. So at the time, there was some months ago where he actually said, or he thought that Pop Marquez was cute. That's what he said. He said that he was cute. He was cute. So do you think in his mind that he played with the idea of her actually being a man? And if so, what do you think is going on?
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. I'm sure in his demented mind, he has definitely probably put her father face on her, as much as he could to envision and do all of that crazy stuff. But I would not put that shit past him at all.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Because I remember when they were in Mexico, I think it was Palenque actually, and Velvet started for real losing her shit. And I remember Pops came on the live once, and Eligio couldn't get over the fact of how much she looked like her dad.
Right.
And he was excited about it.
Yes, he was
like,
excited.
You look just like this man. And, and he always brings that up of how she looks dead on her father. And then he'll correlate it to she's attractive. Like, I know women, we tend to look like our dads most of the time, but my husband doesn't look at me and be like, damn, you're so fine because you look just like your dad. Like, that's weird.
That's right. And I had that thing. I had that thing in life where I just couldn't bring myself to terms of dealing with any woman that looked like her brother. I just couldn't do it. I mean, other people could. I just couldn't do that shit. And I just couldn't do it. Because like I say, hell no, that was some weird stuff. So that was like my first, bout, what I'm saying, with dealing, with sexual orientation, as a youth, like, damn, you look just like your brother. Like this some weird shit. Like, what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at you and I got these thoughts, but you look like him, and that was a complete turn off for me, and that was just at a younger age. So there's no way I would be sitting with my woman and then I would say, hey, let me see what you look like as a man. Well, if a man asks a woman that, women, what are your first thoughts? How would you feel about that?
What do you expect from a man that says he like transgender?
Right. Right.
I mean, that's normal. That's normalized once again.
But what I'm saying is, take away from what you know about that, and if the guy you was dealing with asked you, if he asked you, hey, let me look and see what you would look like, what I'm saying, as a man. Take this selfie so we can use this filter. What's your first thought?
He got a little sugar in his hand.
That's right.
Ain't no my damn it.
See that?
Lose my number.
I would just be curious as to why he wanted to know. Like, are we gonna do some role playing, sir? You want me to dress like a man and screw you?
Right. That's why I asked that question. So if there could be a possibility of that level of role play on a psychological level, what does that do to baby Eliana?
Right.
Confusion,
Very confused.
blur the gender lines.
Sorry.
Which he already does. His rhetoric is to blur gender lines. So, to the baby, she doesn't know any different. She thinks it's just cute and funny. But, you got to think of, whenever I seen that photo of him putting himself as a woman, it kind of disturbed me because the woman was like 2 to 3 shades lighter.
Correct.
Than what he actually is.
Correct.
So therefore we get into the whole colorism debate of
the brown paper bag theory. Get
right,
that.
right. And then, we have these young adult followers that he has that he's already been telling them he likes transgender porn. He's had relationships with transgenders before. He believes that transgenders are gatekeepers and yah. So it's only furthering what he wants, and what he wants his reality to look like.
I'm sure they did one of Eliana as a boy as well, but that probably won't hit the social media.
I'm sure.
Burn that ass up.
That's right. You know they.
Burn that ass
That's
up.
right, and you know they sit there and actually laughed at that, played with that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Look at her, look how she look. You see what I'm saying? She look just like me, and start laughing type of stuff or whatever. So then if Velvet, if he actually views her, as being a man, then where do we go with this then? You got a child that's using a filter app, and you're viewing and looking and see how the child would look as a man, how the child would look like you. Come on, y'all. They putting it right in your face.
Everything is about everybody. And like, let's say that they were doing this just out of fun. If they were doing this out of fun, just like, hey, this is the app, blah, 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 then you kind of keep that to yourself and keep that in your house. But when you start putting it on social media, that means that you're pushing out a different type of agenda that you want people to have something to say, be it good or bad. He said numerous of times that any press is good press, So I think that it also has an underlying agenda. The first thing that I thought about was when the big bug-eyed guy, how he tried to he got on there speaking about how he felt like he wanted to walk in his truth and he didn't want to identify with being gay, straight, or anything in between. And I'm like, what kind of weirdo stuff is this? Like, no man is like, I don't want to identify with being straight. Like, that's weird that you have a person behind you cheerleading you into accepting something that that is off the grid or not contrary to what it is that's going on in real life. Like, dude, you're a whole grown man. You know, your sexual preference, your sexual orientation, that's your business. You know, do whatever you do. But you have a wife. So you need to identify as a heterosexual man. You know, so I thought about that too, you know.
The identification of a heterosexual man. Yeah. What did you say, sis?
But I said, once again, that's normalizing things. But the other part that I thought about this situation is during that live when that person from Germany came in.
That's right.
You know, that person came in from Germany, and then these videos started surfacing of them being opposite sex. What about them trying to go somewhere else and switch genders and live as that way?
And that would just be disgusting. Yes.
Yeah, that would be beyond disgusting. But the thing about it is, then he wouldn't have to worry about, you know, on whether or not if he could make it through certain, you know, hallways or through certain doors, because he will be viewed as a woman. But the thing about it is, what I'm looking at is him getting rid of Velvet, you know, all together. All together. You feel what I'm saying? They already married. You feel what I'm saying? Well, to a degree, they're not officially married, but they have the paperwork. But and that's the thing about all of this within itself, man. You know how crazy that the sex magic is actually working, where it's affecting the children. It's affecting the children, y'all. That's why we're talking about it now. That's facts.
It is, and you can see that it affects them because they just in how their mannerisms are, the children, how their mannerisms are, how they interact, you know, just the small things that we see, you can tell that they've seen too much.
You know, me and my question that.
Right. Me and my husband had this conversation last night of, you know, being a woman in a marriage and still holding on to your sexuality or femininity and still having young children present in the house. You know, yes, you want to teach your children that, you know, it's a normal practice, but you don't want to introduce them into a season that they're not prepared for. So as a mother, you know, I have to tread lightly when it comes to those actions or what they see in my home, because they're young. They're not ready for all that, because if they see their mother and father acting out, you know, certain displays of affection that, you know, are borderline sexual, then they'll go out at their young age and do the same thing, you know, and it's right, and they're not taking that into consideration. He wants to just push the narrative that sexuality is normal, teach kids at a young age that it's normal, but that is what Sister said at the beginning. That's grooming.
That's right.
That's grooming a child at a young age for shit that they're not prepared for.
Yeah.
So then let's look at how, when we see Baby Jaw, how Baby Jaw is so quiet, so meek. You never really hear him as much as holler or cry, unlike other children. Now, when we're talking about grooming, just imagine if they was to go to another country, if they was to actually sell this Baby Jaw. You think Baby Jaw will have anything about him being with some new parents?
I really don't.
Because look at here, they're not teaching those children. They don't even identify with animals or objects or colors or anything that has to do with the construction of a child mentally, so that them growing into, you know, a young adult, you know, they'll be able to identify with certain things. See, they're confusing the children. They're not playing with any games. I've never seen baby Eliana play with a doll yet, you know, whether European or melanated. I ain't seen her do none of that stuff. I haven't seen them go to the park. I haven't seen them pushing the children on the swings or at least getting on the merry-go-round with the child. You got to think about when you were young, all of your child memories that you have and why you value yourself now. You see, the things that you did back then that made you who you are now. Think about the things that will make these children what they'll be in the future. Everything that they're saying.
I mean, the basic stuff. Why can't they just teach these babies the basic stuff?
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's like y'all trying to force feed them. And it's just the craziest thing. Like, they have to develop certain skills at a certain age. And then the kids aren't even going to the pediatrician. Like, how do you know how your child is really growing on an intellectual level?
Right.
That's
true.
That is crazy. Because I remember as a child actually visiting the pediatrician and them having me stand against the wall. Because I think at the age 9, when I was 9 years old, I was 5'7" at 9. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I was 5'7" at 9. Yeah, I was like Petey Wheatstraw out this motherfucker. I was skinny as hell, but you know what I'm saying? And it was like from like a child all the way up till 9, I was real short. And then I just got tall all of a sudden. You see what I'm saying? And they found that even to be weird. And even in school, it was so complicated with me not being attentive because I had a lot of stuff at home that I was even held back a grade. You see what I'm saying? And I was supposed to been pushed ahead of damn grade. Now with these children in carbonation, there's no way whatsoever that they'll be able to know or determine on whether or not if their child has problems with being receptive in math, you know, within history, within English, just with being able to do basic things like use the correct blocks, like not the circle for the triangle, but the circle for the circle. You feel me? The rectangle for the rectangle, the square for the square. Those children are not going through that right now. But what they're seeing right now is everything that has to do with sex, in my opinion. In my opinion. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right.
And toxicity.
Partners changing constantly. You know, they're saying abuse. They don't have, as you just stated, no educational stimulation. No, not even taking them outside and showing them, you know, what naming birds and things like that, you know, in nature, you know, but they know all about now. And then another thing, the only person I've ever seen Job with is his mother or maybe Aliana. None of them people pay him any attention. It's like Eliana is superior to him, as y'all were saying the other day, and that is really, that changes the mind frame of a child, because I don't really think he feels as though he's important.
You know what? And I have to agree with you. And when children don't feel that they're important, they go through a gradual recluse process where they want to be more to themselves. And now dealing with social media, that's even dangerous, because by them being with themselves and by parents not monitoring the children, you got to think about the unsuspected hands that they can fall into. There may be men that sit back and romanticize or fantasize about young boys being young girls. Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah. And they so pressed for exposure. You better be careful of what you allow into your atmosphere, because people probably sitting back, crazies probably sitting back, just laying in wait for the opportunity. You know, so they just a bunch of lost souls cohabitating together, creating another generation of lost souls. It's just crazy.
I agree.
Think about the type of men that are actually around Baby John. Like, they aren't strong alpha males that are around him. So, like, the image that he has of a male is coming from Nature Boy.
So, tell me in your own words, how do you think that would serve as a problem for not only Baby John, but for Eliana?
Oh, Eliana is going to think that she's superior to anyone else for a long time in her life. She really is. She's going to have a very hard time outside of carbonation.
So that means that she's going to be bad as fuck she gonna be mannish as fuck.
Right.
You can't take her little bad ass around no fucking body because she already gonna feel like everybody's supposed to bow for her. You see how that becomes a problem?
Yeah.
A huge problem. A huge problem.
It's just like when you tell your kids, I gotta teach you this and you have to learn this because I'm not gonna always be around. You're gonna have to learn how to do these things on your own. And they may feel that it's wrong, but it's a part of, grooming them to be adults. That's not something wrong. And baby Eliana, that whole code, everything about it is about grooming them. He grooms the adults to be what he wants them to be, to think the way that he wants them to think, to not have a thought of their own. Everything is about him putting something, a thought in their mind, and they expound upon it and make it have to be like, no one else taught me anything in life but you.
Right.
He's really not a smart person at all. Really, he's so all over the place. It's crazy. It's like, man, for real, you need to sit back and look at all your videos that you done put out here, and like do some self-reflection, saying, I need to do some shit different.
But see, that's what like Lord Jah was saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. He was saying, like, man, he was like, the guy Samson, he was like, man, it ain't that I, you know what I'm saying, that I, hate you or nothing like that, man. I'm just telling you, man, you need to look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to, check yourself, because it's some things that you're saying that are not right. Like, they don't, like, let me give you an example. When you say that, when you say I love myself, when you constantly say that will be only to reinforce thoughts and ideas that you have and feelings that you are worthless. Do you understand that? When you say that somebody else is your reflection, if you are able to acknowledge that, but you don't look at the reflection in the mirror, you have a problem. You have a problem.
Yeah.
You got a problem. You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been times I done had to check myself, like, yo, let me chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I done got, ahead of myself. Let me fall back for a minute, you see? And then I have to do the Michael Jackson. And that's another reason why I feel like they took his ass out. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. See, a lot of people wouldn't stop and do that. They don't want to stop and look at, what the real problem may be, which may in a lot of cases even be yourself.
Right. And I mean, just sitting around, if you truly love yourself, you don't have to say that all day, every day.
Correct.
That is only affirmations for people who are having problems with loving themselves.
That's right. Even people that have addictions, et cetera, et cetera. So why wouldn't they put more emphasis into loving the children by teaching the children, helping the children out?
Right. Because that's their future, so to speak, Yeah. And they're not doing that. Like, it's, and to go back to the whole doctor thing of them not taking them to the doctor, like, I understand the mind. I understand because I've studied, Western medicine versus Eastern and versus holistic. I've studied the differences. So I understand why, certain holistic, quote unquote, people don't want to go to westernized doctors. I understand that. But I have found myself a westernized doctor that practices holistic medicine. He doesn't force me to vaccinate my children. He doesn't force me to do anything that I don't want to do. If my child is sick and I take it to him, we'll go over different options. Because, me and him have sat down and we have discussed, I don't really want to do antibiotics. I really don't want to do, vaccines. I don't want to do, unless it is, I have to, I have no other choice. But you should still take your child to make sure that everything is okay. You can find westernized doctors that are not fully dive into that practice of getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're truly in it just to help people. So to me, that is no excuse as to why you don't take your child to the doctor. I don't take mine as often as you know, the mass of people does, but I've took her to make sure, you know, like, okay, because I birthed her at home.
Right.
And so therefore, you know, after a couple of months, I had to take her to make sure that, you know, everything, her blood was okay. She was getting what she needed, you know, things of that nature. Because just because I study it doesn't mean that I know it completely.
Yeah,
I don't practice it every day.
You're not the author. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's great that you're doing that. That shows growth. That's I wish a lot of other people would be humble, you know, the way that you are.
Exactly.
You know, especially Carbonation. Like I said, that's why I wanted to contact you all. I just wanted to know what you guys thought. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but I just wanted to know what you guys thought, you know, about that in reference to this whole situation. And I do appreciate it.
They need to get their shit together or fall back off the internet. One of the two.
I really wish they would leave the internet. Like,
yes,
just leave us be, right? And y'all go do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So,
because it was so peaceful out here when they weren't, you know, they weren't causing their chaos. You know what I'm saying?
They lose a lot of money.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, you know what we're gonna do? We ain't gonna do nothing but laugh at their ass. That's all we're gonna do.
That's all we can do.
That's all we're gonna do is laugh and help the people that, you know, we can help. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I have a question, World.
What's that?
Did you speak with Star or Materia or anything? Or even the young lady that said she was at Las Vegas and people were trying to put hands on them, you know?
I won't disclose it while on air.
Okay.
Yeah, not while on air.
Okay.
So I don't know who that was that mentioned about the the Western doctors that practice holistic as well. Who was that was speaking on that?
God Mama.
Oh, hey, God Mama. Okay. Peace. So when you mentioned that, I thought, like, these people swear they so smart and knowledge, but won't do the research to figure that out, right? So thank you for that tidbit of information, so I can do my research now. I have a young one that goes to the pediatrician as well, and you know, he's severe asthmatic, so I'm looking into more holistic stuff to, you know, tap into as well for his health. Yeah. So thank you for that information. I never thought that existed, but to know that it does is really refreshing. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Indeed. And thank you all, you know what I'm saying, for at least accepting the call as well. Y'all already know what it is, man. The Livest Network.
Obvious, and it's always good times coming through.
Facts.
Yes, it is.
I'll talk to y'all in a second, okay?
All right.
All right, one.
Okay.
Boy, look at here. I don't know what y'all think about this shit here, man. With all of this stuff, like I say, with Baby Ellie, you know what I'm saying? He cool with Baby Ellie, calling them, you know what I'm saying, with the bae and all this shit and the whole damn nine. That's why I opened it up as a topic of discussion. And like I say, for the people that's late, that's coming up in the building, you already know what time it is, man, because we up in the building right now. I'm going to go ahead and then drop that link for anybody, you know, that want to come in, for anybody that want to add on to anything that's done been said or whatever, you know, because I got some more stuff that I want to show you as well, in reference to this stuff with Nature Boy allowing for his daughter to call him bae. You know, I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's anything, you know what I'm saying, to be sitting back and talking about like it's cool or whatever. And it's a lot of stuff, you know, in vacation. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's in private, you know what I'm saying, that people need to keep in private. Okay, that's right. So earlier, when somebody was saying he need to take a vacation off of social media, he took a vacation, you know, and we're talking about this stuff right here. We're talking about how crazy that this is damn right now. You know, that's why I put it out here. And shout out to the chat. Like I say, man, we're going to go ahead and then take it to the next phase, to the next stage. Because like I said, I'm going to show y'all like how this crazy shit is consistent on damn social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this shit, yo. Look at this shit. This dude talking about, so we in public and she just singing at the top of her lungs type of shit or whatever. See, they don't even take the child out. Baby don't even know how to act out in public type of stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this, yo. Why is this something to put on social media? You taking your child out. See, the child be in the house so damn much, she don't even know how to act when she go no damn well. That's what I keep telling y'all, man. That's why I say that look, both of them are unfit parents of this child right here. Both of them are unfit parents, man. Like, straight up, man. And then, like I say, man, there's people that have children, man, shouldn't even have damn children, to tell you the damn truth. That's facts, man. Meek, what's going on with it?
What's up, world? Good. What's up, everybody?
All right, what up with it?
Yeah, I came in late. I'm one of them laters.
Oh, okay, word.
I just got up. You know how it is when you get back home.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the title. Hey, it is what it is. You know, that's generally what's going on right now. You know,
then he put the laughing face by it.
Huh?
Then he put the laugh face by it, like that shit funny.
Oh, you talking about with that picture of Velvet?
No. When he said my daughter calling me babe, he put the smiley face emojis next to.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, he think that's funny.
That shit ain't funny. And if I was Velvet, I'd be like, that's not your babe. That's your damn daddy. You better instill that into her head. I've never seen a mother like her in my life. Man, first of all, y'all know I got a lot to talk about. I've been listening to the lies, but y'all know I've been having a blast as well. So, but I listened to the lies. Man, I got a whole heap of shit in my head. I'm telling you, world, this shit is crazy. But she's allowing her daughter to do this. She allowed her daughter to get scratches on her damn back, arms, and legs. And they talk about that's a lie. People can't make shit like that up. If they gonna make up something, why wouldn't she say something like they knocked her the fuck out or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would she go to scratches? People don't make shit like that up. Nothing they were saying, they didn't make up shit. Nothing.
I don't think they was making up shit. And then the thing about it is, if two grown adults that I'm pretty sure are standing well over 5 feet, you know, if they're fighting, I don't understand how a child can get scratches on her face, her arms, and in the back. See what I'm saying? See, that's some next level stuff right there. Yeah, man. That's some next level stuff.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, what kind of mother is that? We know what kind of mother she is. I think it's, you know, it's getting down deeper every time somebody leave and want to go talking, because I've never heard none of them do this much damn talking. I was like, woo woo. Boy, they had everybody sipping tea. We don't even watch them motherfuckers like that.
Like I say, oh yeah, you know what y'all problem is. You know, y'all want a romantic, godly hood nigga. I want a hood nigga. You feel me? I keep the by the pound. The truck stay, and y'all know I hood nigga.
Hood nigga.
I
keep the perk by the pound.
Like Fat Jack. Dang man, here we go. Hood nigga.
Right. This nigga here. You know what it is though. I mean, he wanted to come back out, but he didn't have no reason to come back out. And when the Terry them start spilling the beans and shit, they like, you know, he had to call his upper per se bosses and shit, and say, I got to get back online. They talk about him. You know, he had to go to his upper people with these non-disclosure agreements and shit.
Right. Facts. That's why he said it like that. You know, that's another way to instill fear. Now, this next screenshot right here, you know, that I'd like to show you, you know, there are people, you know, that are commenting and stuff or whatever, and they're commenting on Baby Velvet's on her picture and stuff like that or whatever. Now, this is what kills me. You know, when a person is doing some stuff that's wrong, don't be condoning, don't be giving them no accolades and stuff like that or whatever. What they're doing with these children are wrong, okay? And as I stated before, the child never plays with a baby doll. You've never seen her play with any blocks or anything constructive to help out with a motherfucking motor skills or whatever. Yo, they is doing some old other shit, and people are over there, you know what I'm saying? Just like comment type of shit like they feeling us or whatever. I'm like, are you serious right now? like y'all are some weird people, man. That let me know, like,
what picture is it? Oh, world. What picture? What is those comments on?
oh, it's just a photo of her, you know what I'm saying? Her smiling and stuff like that or whatever. It ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary or whatever. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and then show the photo like right now. But yeah, this would, you know what I'm saying, be the photo. You know, they over there commenting on stuff like that or whatever. And I'm like, so y'all condone, you know, this child. Shout out to Lotus Gemini in the building. Shout out to Classic up in the building. Danielle, I see you. Yeah, but if y'all will condone of the behavior of this child, I want you to understand that the parents are not even correcting this child. So a lot of the things that normal parents would correct their children on, they are allowing for this to happen. They're promoting this on social media. So when this child is throwing stuff and smacking other children and, you know, all of that stuff, you know, that's unruly or whatever, these people that's over here liking this damn picture, man, they on the same damn plane, man. They on the same plane, y'all. They can't tell me no motherfucking different. They cannot tell me no different right now at this point. And many of them, you know, at times made videos and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, about Nature Boy, and now they just so in love with Nature Boy. I keep telling y'all who these folks is, man. I keep trying to told you. Now, I don't know if you had caught the live when the OG had went up in Nature Boy live, but if you would,
Yeah.
you know, I gotta run that one time with the one time.
Oh,
Brother Mayo.
man.
You know what I'm saying, Brother
That was
Mayo.
Mayo, right?
Yeah, man, brother Mayo, boy, brother Mayo put that
Hey,
motherfucker.
world, listen. Mayo said, nigga, you know who I am.
He said, you know what, nigga, you know who I am. Triple salute, big team, bitch. You know what it is. Man, so you know who I am. Mayo's like, yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna run that joint. I'm gonna run that joint for a second, man. I need to laugh for a second, man. I gotta laugh for a second. This is the funniest shit, man, that I have seen all week.
You want to drop me in the backstage for a minute while you run it?
Okay,
so
word.
It won't. Yeah.
Okay. All right, facts. And like I say, man, I'm gonna put y'all up on game right quick, man. But Cliff for that motherfucker work. He gave that work, you know what I'm saying? That was so fucking cold. Cliff ain't know what to say. He was stuck. Cliff was like literally stuck off the bottom. Breaking up back. Hold on, I'm gonna have to drop you for a second. Let me drop for a second. You could just drop by for a second. I don't know what's going on. Audio jump, and then let me go ahead and hit a refresher right quick. Let me do a quick refresher. Yeah, just a quick refresher right quick. Hold on, family. Okay, all right. You already know how that demonic energy do. You know that demonic energy ain't want me to put that science out there. They don't want me to put that science out there. You feel me? Yeah, nah, we gotta get the work right here. We gotta get all the work right here. Yeah, we don't care. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let me eat all this.
Daughter, right? I don't know how old she is, but you got a daughter, right? Yeah. How would you feel when your daughter got older and somebody choke slammed your daughter? How would you feel?
Okay. Number one. You're a man, right?
Nuh-uh. Just answer the question. You are already I'm asking. You can't answer a question with a question.
I don't want to hang up on you. Either we gonna have an educated,
intellectual. I know we're gonna have an educated conversation.
I'm gonna answer
but you
your
can't
question.
answer a question with a question.
I'm gonna answer your question, man. I'm gonna answer your question. If you answer my question, your question will be answered. I said you a man, right?
100%.
All right, so you a man. Now, did you see me choke slam Eliana?
No, but somebody else saw you.
No. I'm not
somebody else saw you that know everything that be going on in that house.
I'm not done answering the question, Akeem. You a man, right?
100%. I already said
All
that.
All right. Did you see me as a man choke slam Eliana?
No, I didn't see it.
Wait.
Somebody that was
now,
there saw it.
Now, where I'm from.
Where you from, nigga? You from New York? You from
Harlem? I'm from New York. Listen,
you don't act like a Harlem nigga.
Listen, come on.
You don't act like a Harlem dude. You don't.
The conversation.
You don't act like a Harlem dude. You act like a bitch ass nigga because you always running off for niggas. You always hiding for motherfuckers. You don't want to give out your location where motherfuckers at. Give out your motherfucking location because I'm 2 hours away from your motherfucking ass. Give out your location.
Okay.
Give it out, nigga.
Where I'm from.
Give it out. Give out your location.
And then,
where the fuck you at?
And then where I'm from, right?
Okay, where you from? You from Harlem. Yeah, we know that. Niggas in Harlem get killed too.
So you gonna kill me? If I give you
I'll kill you and all them bitch ass niggas over there.
Okay, so you gonna kill me and all
you and all them bitch ass niggas you with, nigga. And all y'all motherfuckers can die. And I put that on everything.
And then what?
Y'all just be some dead motherfuckers and there won't be no more carbonation.
And then what?
And then what I already answered you.
Then what?
Y'all will be dead.
Then what you gonna do?
Run away and laugh. Cause I got rid of all y'all bitch ass niggas. Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. You sound mad.
You's a coward bitch ass nigga.
You don't know.
And you can go on ahead and hang up on my ass.
I don't know.
See you later, bitch.
Shit, yo, I'm telling you. Hey, look at here, man. This shit too much, man. This shit too much, man. Hey, look at here. You already know, man. Hey, look, OG gave him that straight ether over that Jim Jank. He gave him that ether. Mayo said, yeah, you can go ahead and hang up on me now and shit, but you's a bitch ass nigga. Oh, shit. I say, y'all just be some dead ass niggas. Shit. Old school say, I'm tired of this shit. See, I see, and bounced on his motherfucking ass. He ain't know what to do. He don't know what to do. See, whenever you talking to him on an alpha level, man, that nigga, hey, he don't know how to act, man. He don't know how to respond, tell you the truth.
He said, y'all just be dead, nigga. He said, won't be no more carbonation. He said, kill all you and all the bitch ass niggas over there. He said, then what? He said, y'all just be dead. Boy.
Hey, look, when I seen him pop up in there, I already knew what it was, man. I already knew what it was, yo. I was telling people, yeah, go over there and get at him, type shit or whatever. Mayo went over there like in full 4. He was like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired. And that's how you do. You get frustrated after sit back and listen to him talk for so long. I know they get tired of listening to him talk.
I know. I was cracking up, but I tried to get in, and he wouldn't let me in because I guess he knew my name. He might have forgot who Mayo was. I don't know, but he wouldn't accept me.
What you mean? You guessed? You interviewed him. You interviewed him. Yeah, you interviewed him. Remember when I said, yo, you know what I'm saying? My code's gonna ask you some questions. Remember? Yeah, he know who you are. He know exactly who the hell you are.
He wouldn't let me in because I was gonna go to asking about that baby. I was gonna go. I want. How did that baby get hurt? That's what the fuck I want to know. I'm telling you, and I was gonna ask about Tron too. What you had him in the closet for 2 weeks, but I was gonna ask about that baby.
2 weeks. That big, tall, lurch looking nigga. You got him in the closet. Shout out to Miss Joanne up in the building. What up, Black Cherry Vaughn? I see you too. Yeah, man, had that nigga in the closet for 2 weeks. What the fuck?
Boy, I'm telling you, I've been cracking up the whole weekend. When he talking about he gonna sue them because they spoke on live, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. Y'all not finna sue them. Go ahead. Some more shit gonna come out because you know they were still holding back some stuff. You know they didn't tell every damn thing.
Yeah, they ain't tell everything, and I get that. I understand that 100%. Although that don't make it right, and although I don't approve of it, We know it's some other shit that's going on, man. But they heated his ass up, though. They heated him all the way the fuck up. And yeah, Gemini, 2 weeks. 2 whole fucking weeks. This shit is bugged the fuck out, yo. So let me get to the other Jim Jank. Now let me show you the clubfoot Jim Jank, what I was talking about that sparked all of this stuff right here, whatever. Yeah, this shit sparked some shit or whatever, man. Hold on. Let me slide back over here to the clubfoot Jim Jank right quick. Let me see if I can catch up with the catch up. And I'm gonna show you from that thread that I seen, well, what other people seen as well, because several people actually sent me the screenshots and shit like that or whatever. And I was like, well, damn. Yeah, I was in this bitch trying to recover and shit and all of that. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm like, damn, what the hell Club Feezy doing this shit or whatever. But yeah, look at this motherfucker shit, man. Club for done went crazy out this motherfucker, man. It nigga a whole lot of motherfucker went crazy, man. Like straight the fuck up. Hold up, did he get it up? There you go, right. Look at this shit.
Go, Ellie. Looking good, girl. Looking good, girl. Go, Ellie. Go, Ellie. You looking good. Looking good. Mommy look good too.
Thank you.
Oh, I like your outfit.
Peace reflection.
See what I'm saying?
You said peace reflection?
Hands. Peace reflection. She said hands. Hands.
Oh, God.
It's okay, baby.
Huh?
Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, baby. Oh, uh-oh. I apologize. Let's dance. Let's dance.
Think everything a joke, don't you? I don't know what your thoughts is on that one right there, but all that let's dance and all that stuff right there, man, like that's kind of weird. You see how she went right back to dancing with the baby with her butt damn near in her damn face and stuff like that or whatever. Talking about, ooh, I like your outfit. We don't know who you talking about. We don't know if you're talking about your wife or the baby, bro. Like, that's why you don't do stuff like that. Like, you don't, come on, man. As a man, y'all in the bathroom in somebody else's crib and shit. Like,
you looking good. Looking good. Mommy look good too.
Thank you.
Oh, I like your outfit.
Peace reflection.
You said peace reflection?
Hands. Peace reflection. She said hands. Hands.
that's weird, man. It's mad weird to me.
It's okay, baby.
Dancing around with the
Come on,
baby.
let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, baby. Oh, uh-oh. I apologize. Let's dance. Let's dance.
Damn. I'm telling you, man, club for something else, man.
Europe.
We don't want to hear no Europe.
Wah. I want reparations. I think I should be paid more. Blah, 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 blah. Peace, gods. Peace reflections.
She looked old the hell off. Here go the little photos and stuff right here. On the bed. On a bed. Same bed he having sex with his wife on, taking pictures of the damn baby. That's what I keep telling y'all, man. Like, this dude is ill, man. He be putting it out there too, man. Look at this. Got the baby on the bed. I can't respect shit that he talking about, man. Like, this is fucked up, bro. Like, come on, man. Why you got to do all this stuff? These are moments you spend with your child, you know, that other people don't supposed to be a part of and shit and all that or whatever, man. Like, that's why I'm telling you, man. Motherfuckers sit around and think about shit like this. There you go. Why is my daughter calling me babe? She hear mama call me babe. What the fuck kind of shit is that? She hear mama calling me babe. Now she be like babe. What the fuck? Come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Look at this shit. See how that baby at? All out in public. All out in public. Ain't taught the baby nothing. Ain't even taught the baby how to act when she out in public, man. Doing stuff like that. Man, that stuff ain't cute, man. I can't stand when I be in the store and somebody kids doing that shit. Look at it. Got the kids sitting on beanbag chairs in the damn stove. In the damn stove. Look. Little Ja got on the same kind of little damn little flip-flop, little Birkenstock like Jim Jank, just like the little girl do. You don't do stuff like that, man. That's why, hey, when I was young, boy, my grandma blanked on my mama so hard. She blanked on my mama so hard because my mama had bought me some of them damn split between the big toe and the index toe, you know, the thong like motherfucking flip-flop shits. Man, my grandma lost her mind, man. She lost her whole mind. You don't do no stuff like that to no male child. Look at that. Got him sitting on a beanbag chair in the store with his daughter, making him feel special, taking pictures of him. So this is the only time he feels special and stuff, when he got them little Birkenstock, little Jim Janks on right there, whatever. Man, that's crazy, man. And don't know what the hell going on with his little hair and stuff. Like, man, people crazy out here, man. People crazy, man. Yeah, the index toe. Yeah, real nigga shit, man. That shit crazy, man. Yeah, man. Why I say, man, my grandma, man, she blanked 5,000 on that shit. She was like, man, hell no. She was like, nah. Know what I'm saying? To that effect any damn way, because years later, I actually heard them discussing, and that's just some stuff that you don't do. There are age-appropriate things that children can wear. You feel what I'm saying? And then there's also gender-appropriate selected clothing items and shoes that children are to wear. When they get out here and they start making unisex like sandals and shit like that or whatever, watch the fuck out, okay? Watch out. You don't want to do that to a child. If anything, a male child, you will go into the field. You feel me, classy? You will be going out in the field, throwing the football, or in the driveway, or at the recreation center, shooting some hoops or something like that, or whatever. Play tackling the male child, but you wouldn't have the male child sitting on a damn beanbag chair with the Birkenstock Jim Janks, with the strap on the back of the motherfucking ankle part Jim Jank. Like now how they got the, you know, they got the pink, like, you know, the furry slippers, and they got the little thing on the back of it, you know, the little thing that you can put on or whatever. Yeah, so they don't slip off or whatever, you be chilling and shit. Yeah, they got them shits like that now. That's how them little flip-flops right there was, man. That shit crazy to the motherfucker, man. Shit crazy, yeah. Man. All right, what's good with it?
Ain't it? I missed a little bit. I had to reset my computer, my laptop.
Meet you here, right?
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clear now.
Oh, okay. I said I had to reset my laptop. It seemed like it's kind of still acting up. I don't know what the fuck. That baby knows she loud. Woo woo. I call that baby Chucky. That's two demon personalities into one little person, and that's sad.
You say baby Velvet Charles Lee Ray.
Boy, she gonna be something else. 23 chromosomes of Strong Jaw, 23 chromosomes of Dusty. Boy, that's a tornado.
That thing right there gonna be crazy because you already know them 23 Jim Janks, you know, on Dusty, right? You know, it's like some 11.5 or however you want to configure that thing or whatever. Got some transgender psyop within it, okay? So you gotta add that shit up in there too. You gotta factor a lot dealing with Clubfoot.
I'm not trying to laugh. 11 points. It's transgender. Okay. I know you, but you being serious, but it's funny.
Man, but think about it. Now, I have seen on photos, you know, I'm not gonna say what city, but I've seen on photos where men that have lived the gay life have underwent the nip tuck surgery. Now, Clubfoot, on the other hand, Clubfoot done took a whole heap of hormone pills and stuff like that. That's why he got them great big old hips and stuff, okay? So if he on here looking at an app that's going to show him what he looked like as a woman, people get plastic surgery, get butt injections and all type of shit or whatever. See at the bottom and stuff or whatever, right? Women already be in the comments talking about he thick, joking, saying he thick. Now, if he's looking like a woman, you feel me? And he already shaped like this, right? Think about how that this could push him even further to even want to pursue this type of lifestyle. See, when a motherfucker be wanting to come out and shit, they give you all type of signs and shit. Yeah, they give you all type of signs. All type of signs, man. I had a dude I was locked up with, man. That motherfucker always used to just lay around on the bunk and shit. I asked that nigga one day, I was like, man, why the fuck you always just be laying around and shit, my nigga? Oh, man, I just be chilling. He be playing like he be reading. Man, I caught that Negro one day, man. I played like I was going outside, but I didn't, and I just stood there quiet for about 5 minutes. Man, that Negro slid his hand in his pants, man. He was watching niggas walking around the block. I said, this nigga here jacking off everybody. Jacking off everybody. Well, you know I went outside and told it. You know I went out and told it. You know I went and told it with the shit. Yeah, but they got that rat tat on that nigga head, man, and everything. I got them young boys the rat tat on this motherfucking head. I said, this nigga here jacking and everything. I said, man, you know, old school being that motherfucker laying on the bed reading all them books and shit. Yeah, he always be reading. I said, man, that nigga be in that jacket. Boy, I just caught him. Boy, what? I said, boy, you know I ain't lying. Boy, that's my word to what lie. Boy, they went in there, rat tat on his motherfucking head. You hear me?
Take a sip of my ginger ale. Take a sip of that ginger ale on there.
You know
I ain't
what?
even had my coffee yet.
Motherfucking idea. Let me mute up. I'm going to get my motherfucking ginger ale.
Oh my God. What's good, y'all? I miss y'all. I did. I really did. This shit right here is crazy. This is just, and then it just seemed like a lot. I tell God Mama all the time, whenever something, it's always something big that's gonna happen. And this ain't the end. Something else gonna happen. Watch, y'all. Just like the last time when I said that damn girl killed her mama. But yeah, something gonna go on. To my dance. I don't know that mama. I don't know that kind of mama. And if that kind of mama was in my circle, she'd get her head tatted on in my circle.
Shit, it's some more motherfuckers need to get rat tatted the fuck up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If Velvet was in my circle,
say if they was in your circle,
yeah, I rat tat her head. I just smack her. Hell you doing?
Yeah, see,
shit out of her ass.
See, peace to the gods, put the terminology out there and shit, right? The prison terminology, right? See, when you in there, when you a mad jacker, right? You graduate to a stage that's called a gunner. And then the officers, they know that you trying to gun them down. You know what I'm saying? And Clubfoot be gunning them down. I'm telling you, Clubfoot be gunning them down like a motherfucker. When he get real close up on the camera like that, when you can't see his hand. I was
wondering what he was talking about. I was wondering what piece of the guys went by that.
What? Man, look at here, man. Hey, look here. You don't remember when I told you about LJ? That guy LJ I was locked up with? Man, this is what LJ used to do, man. LJ had like 15 years and shit. He was like on his 4th year. But anyway, LJ motherfucking ass used to volunteer to go clean the windows. And it's a booth that the officers sit in. So when LJ volunteered to go, clean the windows, you can see up under the desk and you can see the women thighs and their legs. And LJ used to spray the glass cleaner on the glass. And then he'll take his other hand with his pocket that was already cut out. And he be jacking when he be wiping the window. That was LJ thing. He go in there jacking like a motherfucker, man. He jacking like a motherfucker.
That was off women, though. That was off women. So shit, I ain't mad at him for that.
Off women, some niggas jack off men too. That's my word, man. Motherfucker do that shit, man. You gotta rock motherfucker when you in prison, man. Motherfucker do some crazy shit, man. You probably don't think they do, but that's why I watch motherfucker like Clubfoot.
His new name is Gunner. We got to come up with a new name for him.
Oh, honey.
His new name is Club Gunner. Y'all got me tickled to death right now.
That's it, funny because it's real. Then you got to think about Dukulu was talking to me, right? And he brought up some real shit meat, right? Now, now this on the series here. Now, and what he brought up, he was saying, that it's people that actually, train children. You understand? Like it's people that are actually try to program a child. Now, I want to ask you, because you wasn't a part of the convo, how do you think it'd be if somebody was to sell a child like Little Ja, like one that don't really make no noise, don't holler, don't yell, don't really flex with his motor skills? Stop it. Don't say stuff like that or whatever. How do you think that would be if he got up in the wrong hands of somebody?
He don't say nothing. Look, he ain't gonna cry. A stranger could probably pick him up and he ain't gonna say shit. He's not gonna cry. He's not gonna scream. He's not gonna do anything. Can the damn baby talk? I mean, I don't think I've heard him. I think I heard him cry when he was real little, when they was still over in South America somewhere. But he just sit there and he stares at baby Ellie. Like, he just stares at everybody. He don't say nothing. He
Hey,
just
yo,
he just looks with them big ass eyes. He just stare at people.
hey, yo, in the sociology textbook, it explained to you that they've had cases of people that even develop a pattern linguistically of stuttering only because of things that they seen at a young age that they were not even able to speak on. They didn't even know what to say. My uncle used to be the same way. Like when my uncle talk, if he say talk, my uncle would say talk. He'll do like that because he seen my mama's twin brother get ran over by a car when he was small. So I get that. So when I see little Ja, and when he is as hesitant as what he is with certain things, I can get it. I can get it 100%. It's some stuff that he has seen. Why he done been there? He know that Sheba his mama, but Nature Boy, you know, done said in so many words, like he still be smashing Sheba. So then think about when True away, how weird that is for Ja. He go in there and get his Jim Jank sucked, and little Ja looking at his mama sucking his Jim Jank. What he gonna think then? But True talking about he is daddy and be going to sleep with him every night and see him laid up with Sheba and stuff or whatever. Think about that for a second.
Oh yeah, and I want to. You said something. I don't know if it was your live yesterday or the day before when you was talking about Maury and that lady with the twins or whatever. But it's kind of weird because he do look like Grady and he look like Bub. So that's no telling what them kids see. That's the thing. You
That's
know they
right.
see everything. They always in one little space. Like they don't have they. He
Do you
makes
know
them
how?
stay around them.
You know how once a child is deportated and then the head of the child is crowned, the way that you cuff your hand and hold that baby, that's how that baby head is. Man, look here. My grandma say when I was small, she say she held me for like 12 hours. My grandma say she held me in her arm for 12 hours. Now I want you to think about something. When I was younger as well, I noticed that when I hung around certain people, I started looking like them. Now, I don't know if you know about that or not, but at a young age, that can happen, okay? Reptilians do the opposite. They stay hidden. They stay camouflaged. But if you hang around a motherfucker long enough, that's right, you start looking like. So when I look at Baby Ja, I look at True, then I look at Nature Boy. To be honest with you, he looked like a combination of all of them. Tell you damn truth. Uh-huh.
Yep. You got that right. You said something then. When I was listening to you. You said something then when you said that because I remember that show on Maury. I remember that show, and I didn't think it was possible, but shit, it was.
You talking about on Maury when
Yes.
the lady got impregnated by two different men?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And to go even deeper with that, like I said, in the possibility, a woman can be impregnated with twins by two different men as well. So just think about on a spiritual etheric plane of on how that a woman can be impregnated with the different thoughts, the emotions, and everything that a man actually goes through. But it's two different men controlling forces, pulling and pushing at the same motherfucking time. You see? And that's why I fear so much about the children and what they going through.
Right. It's I don't know. I don't know what's about to happen to them children. And what about that everybody got to bow down to that damn little Chucky dog? They done lost their damn mind. Do little Ja got to bow too? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking
bow down to a little baby.
I think that's a part of the protocol, for little Ja and everybody to bow. You know what I'm saying? Before the divine born in the tropic female baby. Okay. When you look at the Lion King and various other movies, I'm not saying any disrespectful to the feminine, to the female gender, but there's never been a time I've seen throughout villages or on movies where they made that much excitement about a female child and looking at the female child as being somewhat of a demigoddess above other children. I find that to be weird. And the reason why, because for a person to say that they are Messiah, Jesus never put that much emphasis on the materializing of a woman as being a supreme deity. He never did that. He never did that. See, and I understand what's going on with this guy, because like I say, for him to have people still sit back and watch him and think he cool and stuff like that for or whatever, and get out here on a major platform and then say that he actually watches transgender porn. I don't know anything that's of leadership quality. I don't know anything that's of a messenger quality. I don't know anything that's Messiah type or Messiah like with that.
Yeah, me either. You know, he make up shit as he go along. And with that dude, I'm gonna say this, and I have to do something. I got to take care of a little business right quick. I'm gonna still be listening, but I'm gonna say this: what the hell could he build on with somebody in Germany that's already doing what he's not doing? He don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. What? I don't get that. What was that? Are they secretly doing something else?
I'm sure that they're secretly doing other things. And the reason I say that is because, you know, when you look at the German guy, he came on, how eager he was to talk and what, you know, because I think he wanted them to show him some stuff. That's usually how people are. That's like if, let's say if Classic told me, he was like, yeah, man, I got a 1984 Mustang 5.0 and shit. I don't want but 2,200 for. I'm gone. I'm going to get that motherfucker. I'm gone.
Right.
I'm there like lightning. Okay. That's how prompt that he was with him trying to get him on that damn call. And I also look at him actually looking at picking up new subscribers or people to be able to mind fuck as well. Because Neytiri's star, Shaka Zulu, and his wife, they did a great motherfucking job with exposing his ass.
Yep. And when that damn strong jaw and the Neytiri was talking, man, she looked so damn dumb up there. She looked so damn dumb. And the Neytiri sitting there like, I'm unbothered, bitch. I know what y'all do. Don't tell me, talking about they lying about the dragon and going around the circle so he could beat the hell out of her. That's one dumbass broad. Telling y'all. But look, where I'm gonna drop off. Hey, listen, if y'all want to have a panel later on all this stuff World's been talking about, I see who want to get together on that on Beam Team Productions.
All facts, man. Make sure you subscribe to Beam Team Productions, yo. You already know what it is. You know, I'll be co-hosting on deck.
That's right. So y'all hit me in the inbox if y'all want to do that a little later this evening. It'll be this evening though. I got a few things to take care of.
That'll be good because it's scheduled. Make sure you hit up Modesty, you know what I'm saying, as well.
That's right. Okay. Hey, look, inbox me who that is, what the name is on Instagram, unless it's the same. I don't know. You know, some people don't be wanting to know people to know what they are, who they are on Instagram too. So I'll holler at y'all a little later.
All right, facts.
All right.
Enjoy your day, Meek.
All right.
Yeah, family. Like I say, yo, it is what it is. Babaji is okay with his daughter calling him Bay, y'all. You heard it here first. It's wild, but it is what it is, family, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Smash that like button. I'll be back in the building later on. 9 times out of 10, I'll be on Beam Team Productions or on the Instagram, Jim Jank, okay? I see y'all in a little bit, family. And once again, man, make sure that y'all subscribe to Beam Team Productions. Shout out to the moderators that held the chat down and everybody that came through. I see y'all next time, all right?